So their first match here is going to be on Fervor. We got our boy Papa Delta on this bot side, starting with a very standard 3-hench start. And then up on this top side here, we got Paulique pulling up with a lot more henchmen coming off on the start there. The typical 1 electricity rod with the 3-hench, and then everyone back onto the coal. Very standard start coming out from Papa Delta there. Paulique still tossing a bunch of henchmen just on that coal pile there. Very interesting to see the difference in strategy here. You got Paulique, whose main focus right now is just getting as many henchmen as he can out. Meanwhile, you got Papa Delta doing the most standard thing you can imagine. So fairly standard. I know Papa Delta has some interesting creatures. He's very, very good at using multiple different abilities compared to most of the people within this lower bracket. Looks like Paulique gets his first rod down, sends 3 henchmen over to grab the geysers, and 2 henchmen to grab the other one. Meanwhile, we got Papa Delta sending 3 henchmen to grab that outer geyser as well, and 1 henchman building up his electricity towers. Interesting start from Paulique here. No henchman coming out of Papa Delta. Papa Delta does seem to be having a dead lab right now with nothing going on it. It appears that he actually wasn't sending his henchmen over to the bottom left to grab that geyser. He's actually sending them to the top left. Papa Delta is well known for kind of pushing super aggro. He's done it to me, actually. And then just kind of grabbing an expo that's really close to your lab that you might not have touched yet. Meanwhile, you got Paulique getting a decent amount of stuff down, starting off with a swimmer chamber, interestingly enough. Papa Delta still yet to grab anything on his bottom half of the map here. Paulique's henchmen are actually walking over to spot Papa Delta's expo that he has set up in the top left there. And we got more electricity towers getting put down by Paulique. Paulique has just finished his level 2 research. Meanwhile, we have Papa Delta, who finished it a little while ago. He's got his 2 creature chambers up there. He is ready to rush this man to oblivion. Has yet to set anything up on his side of the map, and is just fully getting ready to overload our boy Paulique down here, who's ready to respond with setting up his own creature chambers in the choke point up at the top there. He is building a workshop near his base, hopefully trying to get as much of that electricity that he can through his 2 generators that he has. More generators than our boy Papa Delta, actually. He's probably looking to do a little conversion. Papa Delta finally deciding to build more into his own base. And... oh, fuck. My bad, guys. I'll fix that. Sorry about that. I don't know if it replays or not, or stops the replay when I alt tab, but we look like we're getting a decent amount of stuff going on here. Yeah, Papa Delta building a flyer chamber at his base, actually. We got Paulique pivoting down into the bottom right here just to get himself going a little bit more. The swimmer chamber is building a... what do we got here? A pure swimmer, actually. A pure swimming electric eel. This is some ancient Tellurian tech, I believe. But looks like Papa Delta is quickly sending in his newest favorite guy, the Home Guard, which are a combination of the rat. And what else do we got down here? A dolphin, I believe? I'm not entirely sure. Just absolutely tearing through Paulique's defense there with the 1 creature. But we got the electric eels just sitting here on Pack Hunter from the distance, but they aren't going to be able to protect his lab at all there. Interesting. Papa Delta finally expanding all of his resources and expos. Meanwhile, he is moving in the Home Guard. And Paulique just doesn't have anything standing up here. He is building a research clinic. It does not appear Paulique has noticed his stuff here, and I'm not sure if Paulique is aware that these guys cannot actually attack as anything but that one geyser right now, so that's kind of L. Papa Delta's home guard moving in, going to take out that geyser, cut off his electricity. Potentially. Oh, no, just a reposition here. Moving in to take out the exchange there, maybe? No, I'm honestly trying to figure out what he's trying to do. He's microwaving them all over the place here. We got the defense coming in with the Gazelle, whatever. I think that's the Hornbill. I don't know what that thing's called, to be honest. Moving in with some more level 2s. With the, I believe that's the Coyote Porcupine. A classic creature, really. Oh, Papa Delta has moved in right above his only expo from Paulique with his stealth flyers, who are currently on Do Not Disturb, just waiting for something more to happen. Oh my, the whole hench line is on the move, guys. The whole hench line is on the move. Oh, here comes the flyers. And they're just moving straight into the base. Paulique has left his base entirely defenseless to, for some reason, send his entire henchman line all to the workshop. The great henchman migration has begun. They are now being annihilated by the artillery flyers. The level 2 artillery flyers are taking them out. This has got to be the most Shinter level tactics we have seen in the tournament as of yet. And it is starting off with a hench rush versus artillery flyers. What a play. Oh my god. My boy Paulique going too hard. I think he's just running now. I don't know what he's trying to do. The artillery flyers are moving up. They're getting ready to take out the lab. Bro's got 3 ranged creatures and they're almost dead. He's building creature chambers by the enemy base. Do we have a base race? Is this what we're looking at? Boom! Takes out one of the defenders from Paulique. Papa Delta is just annihilating him here. 3 creature chambers just can't manage to keep up with these artilleries. They're just killing them all on spawn. He has created the creature chamber and is now completely abandoning that tactic as he realizes his lab is about to get destroyed. He is now taking the bottom right expo. Potentially. Probably not. Oh, he has built henchmen at base and are now trying to build. I can't even tell if it was a sound beam or a lightning tower or an anti-air tower because it died before I could click on it. And there goes his creature chambers. That one is still there, but he's got that going. It looks like pure domination from Papa Delta here. The electric eel pure swimmers are doing work. They have taken out potentially 2 creatures, are very slowly dwindling down the one top left creature chamber, and are slowly going to die to the 2 range medium rocket battery. Intriguing. Papa Delta just making it last for this guy. Suddenly starting to take out his base. See if our boy Paulique recalls lab defenses in the game, or if he just decides to concede the match here, or if he's not aware that his lab is being destroyed and is too focused on his bottom right expo. We shall find out. The lab defense is here. Paulique is here to fight. He is ready to play the game, guys. Oh, and it would appear that Papa Delta has decided, you know what, if you're gonna do lab defense, I'm gonna wipe you off the rest of the map. Oh, but Paulique was actually on a flank this whole time with some level 2s that do 12 damage. That's pretty decent. Unfortunately, he has no targeting here, and he was wiped clean. Yeah, unfortunate move. But he's got a bit more coming here. He's got the swimmer chamber as well as a few porcupines ready to fight these level 3s. I don't think it's going to turn out well for him, but we will find out as the rest of his lab falls down. You got to be worrying about his electricity here, as he no longer has electric towers and just has the 2 geysers going for himself. So he's either running out of electricity or his lab's about to overheat. I may have hit the wrong keybind and pulled up the objective thing. Yeah, so he's still got his henchmen going on the coal pile there. I'm not sure what the plan is here. He's sending all of his creatures to attack on the bottom. The base defense from Papa Delta continues to just overwhelm Paulique's creatures. He's got a level 3 out there now with the Poison Touch. Unfortunately, he is a swimmer creature who he put on land to get mauled to death. Using his abilities to its fullest. Investing in pure swimmers on this map is downright criminal. I'm going to tell you that right now, my friends. Papa Delta just going in and destroying that last expo there. But in the future, Paulique may learn from this defeat in this game 1. And we'll see how he, if he manages to fare a little bit better in game 2. That is going to be his lab falling. Don't get to see the stats at the end, unfortunately, but a rough match overall. Let us take a look at this next one on Soothing Oasis. Going in for the game 2. Unfortunately, now we know it's a 2-game series, but we will see how it goes. Play back over. Don't think this is the one, guys. I'm going to be honest. I don't think this was the one. Is it the first one then? Oculus? I guess it's most likely looking like it's Oculus. Turns out the second game was on Oculus. We got Paulique at the top left, Papa Delta at the bottom right, switching it up here a little bit with it. Papa Delta starting with a very quick start on those electricity towers. We got our boy Paulique continuing with the hench spam on that first thing, prioritizing coal over elect entirely. An interesting start nonetheless. I believe it's the same start they both went with last game. Papa Delta getting all of his henchmen rushed in here as quick as he can. Looking fairly solid overall. Well, Paulique has gotten his electricity tower down much sooner than he did in the previous match. It'll be interesting to see how that contributes to his early game plans. Papa Delta just rushing the henchmen in after getting that first guy in. Paulique going for that early geyser take up on the top there. Doesn't quite have enough coal for it, I believe. That's why he had a little bit of a delay. But has the rest of his henchmen just going here. Dead time on his lab as well. Meanwhile, Papa Delta is just spamming more henchmen here. Interesting to see if Papa Delta goes for his move of a very aggressive expo placement in order to cut off the resources of Paulique as he did in the game 1. Looks like Paulique is looking for a double kind of expansion here, or he might just be going for the geyser. Papa Delta has moved into that top right expo. Meanwhile, Paulique has taken that bottom left just before him. So currently, the income in terms of coal should be up in favor of Paulique. And he is getting a second geyser. Meanwhile, Papa Delta has yet to get one, so he might even be beating him in electricity as well. True, that is a very true fact. They cannot beat your stuff if you don't have a plan. Paulique dropping all this guy's here. Researching level 2. Meanwhile, we got Papa Delta already on that level 2 rush here. Got his thing there. Got his 2 creature chambers. Very similar to his first game. He has yet to differ from his build order. And Paulique is matching him with a singular creature chamber yet again. But we already got 2 creatures from Papa Delta called the Sapper. Which, let's take a look at this guy, a closer look at this one. Is I believe that's a spider mixed with an armadillo. An interesting combo. So we're looking at here. Papa Delta actually building a creature chamber, might be a swimmer chamber behind his base here, getting the rest of his electricity towers, building a flyer chamber as well, sending in Sapper, and sending in a few more to take out our boy Paulique's creatures, who is faring quite well. He's got a new creature here. He's got the Zebron. Oh, it's a, is that a barracuda? I'm not entirely sure. One of them fish. Zebron James coming in here with the save. The layup coming in from Papa Delta's very weak early rushing creatures. But is our boy Paulique going to send his guys in to prevent this kind of response from Papa Delta? Or is he just going to kind of get sound beamed because of the delay there? I didn't even catch what that other creature was there, but it seems Papa Delta is just managing to outnumber him using the Rat's Home Guard A. With the whatever dolphin-like creature that was. I cannot recall what that one was. So Papa Delta's deciding to go for a full-on hench rush against his geyser while his creatures take out the creature chamber. The garden sputterfish is what he's using to respond. He's got the cuttlefish mixed with another version of the spider. I can't remember which spider is which, but he's just taking himself out by walking straight into these melee creatures. And now they're taking out that geyser. Meanwhile, Paulique continues to not do too much on this left side. He is now building a defensive flyer chamber with all of his henchmen here. He's got 2 creature chambers by his base. Meanwhile, our guy Papa Delta just going a little hard up here, managing to get a decent amount of work done. Is just kind of letting him breathe a little bit while he focuses on his bottom left expansion. Not a whole lot of expanding from our boy Paulique, but it's hard to do that when Papa Delta's breathing down your throat. Sending in his dolphin rats to take out this creature chamber. He's going to get caught out by his cuttlefish there with the camo. But are they going to be able to hold off? They are going into melee range very quick to respond, but just the pure number advantage from Paulique means he's able to hold this off. Meanwhile, Papa Delta coming back at it again with the level 2 art flyers, baby. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Taking out his whole henchman line, bro. The great henchman crisis of 2025. And then you got Paulique responding back with another level 2 flyer, actually, but this one is a full melee. I believe this is a beetle and a eagle, potentially. Moving straight in. He might be actually going... Bro's going for the Barrier Destroy. Bro is way too late for the Barrier Destroy rush. I'm going to be honest. But his creatures fought. They fought. They definitely fought. But unfortunately, Papa Delta just manages to outnumber him yet again with his art flyers going a little bit crazy. Paulique building some genetic amplifiers to try and respond, building more of his cuttlefish with the swimmer, the swimming spider, let's call it. And then you got Papa Delta just chilling with these hens, just chilling, building a decent little army here, sending him a little far away. I'm wondering where his waypoint is set. Okay, just over there, just slightly out of the range of these cuttlefish. He's hopefully going to be able to build up a decent army to be able to take them out. Papa Delta's flyers have been just patrolling this side of the map, not allowing any space for expansion from our boy Paulique here. But Paulique's got a decent amount of these level 2 cuttlefish moving in here, taking out the henchmen first so that they can stop building the sound beam tower, but not quite getting it in time. Now the sound beam tower is up. This is going to cause them a bit of damage, but they are just going to shred through it. He has upgraded the range attack, so they have managed to take that out quite easily. Meanwhile, we got Papa Delta moving in on the left flank here with his art flyers going in to take out those hench line yet again, potentially. Yep, there we go. But they might be moving off. Nope, they are going straight there. And then we got the cuttlefish taking out the geyser, taking out some of his creatures there, but he's forgetting about his lab here, or he's forgetting about these creatures moving up. They're moving into camo, taking out this other sound beam tower, but they're not focused on it, so they're not taking out quite quick enough, so they are getting damage from it decently. Paulique manages to actually withhold with his level 2 flyers as a response to the art flyers. Quite a lot of henchmen coming in from Papa Delta here, kind of relaxing a little bit, but his creature chambers are getting overwhelmed here. Won't be able to get creatures out enough. The waypoint is still set. They are going to have to come from behind, but there's absolutely no focus here on the micro portion of Paulique's creatures, which with the amount of numbers he's got, he could have easily wiped out this entire expo much quicker, as well as prevented any kind of defense. And then down on this bottom left here, just basic stuff, not really going on here. Paulique kind of building up more of these level 2s instead of going for a research, trying to just manage to hold himself up. Respond back with getting more henchmen on the map. Potentially take this bottom right or this top right expo, but Papa Delta is doing his damnedest to prevent much by sending a continuous stream of creatures, but he hasn't built anything for a while. Wondering what he might be thinking here, or if he's just kind of letting him breathe and building up, potentially doing some research here, but he's not even doing some research. He is now building main battle creature A. We shall see what this is. We got the Hornet, Man of War, coming in with 300 HP, 18 damage. This thing is quite the bruiser we got going on there. Meanwhile, all these Paulique's garden creatures are just kind of chilling up here. We got more building up on the bottom, on the left side as well. He's potentially going to try and go for a double flank where he takes both sides of the map. Neither person is going through this mid portion, which is interesting, as in the last match, Paulique rushed those swimmer creatures. You would think he would go for a similar thing. Meanwhile, we got Papa Delta finally taking the first move into this middle of the map. Not spotting anyone at this mid coal pile, wondering if he's going to send some hench to take that over, or if he's just going to use it as a positionary flank. We got the spiders still holding the side flanks. Meanwhile, we have a bit that have responded, and it looks like his main battle creature is absolutely obliterating them. There's not really much hope for the side of Paulique's creature here in this outnumbered fight. Paulique matching back with the zebra there, but still not quite doing enough. Papa Delta lost one creature, and he took out, I believe, 4. So really good trade for Papa Delta there, managing to back off and keep these guys alive as well. Moving back here potentially into his anti-air area, or to move to this range creature that he just built. Medium rocket battery. I don't know about using an art creature to defend your melee creatures that are getting attacked by flyers, but that's just my personal opinion. Why do you have so many henchmen here? But not... What? Okay. Papa Delta getting a bunch of henchmen back here. Oh, it looks like Paulique's actually moving in a bit to take him out, but his creatures are just getting obliterated by all this AoE damage coming from Papa Delta's creatures. There's not a whole lot that these like low HP level 2s can do to basic artillery. They're getting quite... Oh, what do we got here? We got more of them. Aiming straight for the hench line rather than the people doing damage to them. Intriguing. Papa Delta holding back his flyers here just because he doesn't want to completely obliterate this guy. Paulique actually moved into this bottom right expo, making an aggressive move. I don't know if Papa Delta's even noticed. Paulique also pushing this left line, kicking out these henchmen, potentially like taking them out just from pure numbers and just over the map all over. Meanwhile, Papa Delta is just kind of turtling. So already looking like quite a better showing from Paulique. Unfortunately, his targeting for micro is just terrible for his strategy. Finally building up his gyros here. Getting a bit more coal going, a bit more resources. Potentially, we got a level 3 here from Paulique. Paulique has managed to secure level 3 for the first time this series, and he is pulling out another spider creature. The Spider Bull, I believe. I'm not sure which spider this is, but he's pulling out 23 damage. He's upgraded the HP, but I don't know why you're building that when you know Buddy's got flyers. That's all I can really say about that. Papa Delta, once again, holding off the assault. Just kind of letting him breathe a little bit here. Paulique sending in these guys to take him out, getting instantly slowed by the poison from the chemical artillery from the immediate rocket battery. Poor Paulique is just getting picked on here. His entire anti-air setup that he just set up to prevent these is being taken out by the chemical artillery. No one else loves that art flyer combo quite like this guy. Paulique's still managing to hold his own, but I'm pretty sure it's solely off of the whim of Papa Delta wanting to progress the game a little bit further. Moving in with the heavy assault creature. Damn, that thing's 1,000 HP on level 4. Only 9 damage, so it's mainly just a tank. But that's a big hot of wheat, followed by the Cobra right behind it, the heavy creature destroyer. With the, I wonder, oh, is this the? I believe this is the Sperm Whale Cobra. Interesting tactics from Papa Delta, as per usual. Manages to get himself completely taken out of this boss side instead of just sending his flyers to take him out. A little bit of mercy, potentially. Paulique using Epro. Epro versus heavy assault creature. Epro comes out on top 24/7. Finally sending your flyers in to take him out. Okay, so this is a... is this a Condor fucking... Can't remember what that thing's called. Papa Delta is very weak melee creature, still taking out this electric generator. Oh, we got Paulique with another creature. We got the Blue Trush. Very high damage. I believe that's a ostrich. Is it Blue Tongue? Blue Tongue lizard, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, I did not study the entire the library. I'm not gonna lie. Too many creatures, man. Papa Delta managing to just keep holding his lab, refusing to go on the aggressive here. But I mean, Paulique has definitely been pushing some aggressiveness here and there to try and whittle his way in. Considering Papa Delta has way less map share than Paulique here at this point. Papa Delta is wholly hanging at his base. Finally got that bottom geyser set up. I'm not sure when he managed to do that. He is now moving into this bottom right expo. Seems to be going fairly well for him. He's lost all of his melees, but he's still got his flyers going, and they only have one sound beam tower, which isn't going to be doing too much. He's moving his flyers away just to avoid getting hit by the sound beam tower here. Fortifying his base a little bit here, building a bit more henchmen. Not sure where he's sending them. Potentially, looks like he's sending them just up to this bottom right expo to retake that. Paulique building up a little bit of an army of his Blue Thrush over here. Really high damage for both melee and range here. One of them is actually already hitting this guy. It's been taking him out slowly, doing a crap ton of damage. Building more henchmen here. Back to building these level 2s. Why are you building it? Like... Still taking out this, the remainder of the structures from Paulique here. Papa Delta's going a little crazy. You got Paulique building up this pretty fat army. Might be able to take out that flyer army, but not sure how they're going to deal against these heavy battle cruiser creature. I believe we got a Anaconda, and I cannot quite tell what the legs are on this guy. Anaconda Raptor, I believe. Oh my. Paulique moving into the middle expo. Finally, someone willing to grab it isn't able to build it as Papa Delta's creatures are blocking the build path. And now Paulique's henchmen are all on the move. These level 2s versus level 5s are not working out for you, Paulique. These Anacondas are absolutely wiping the floor with your guys. And then you got these fucking spinning Cobras on the side here, still making moves, pushing through that sideways, finally moving in with his aerial units, bringing in. They're gonna be clearing off this whole bot side, or this whole right side expo, preventing Paulique from continuing his kind of bit of pushing here. Meanwhile, he's got his ranged creatures just pushing there, just staying stagnant. Papa Delta's moving in for the kill here with his Anacondas, potentially just taking out some of his henchmen. But realistically, he is in control of this right side as he has been most of the game. He is now sending his Anacondas in more. He's sending in reinforcements, taking out everything that he can. Potentially was just waiting to show off these guys, these Anacondas here with the Frenzy on it as well. Going a little crazy. Paulique trying his best to kind of hold off here. Prioritizing rebuilding this generator. An interesting move, and nonetheless, probably going to be trying to pivot into some defense while trying to build up an army somewhere on the bottom here. Yep, exactly what we're looking at. He's probably going to pull up the lab defense soon here. Yep, there it is. And he is building some creature chambers in the bottom left. Zabron James is pulling up. He has decided to change it to Epo. He is only using 2 of the creature chambers here. He's using the 3rd one here. Epo coming in more. He is now building an army of level 2s to take on someone who he knows has level 5s. Paulique killing the game. Just not quite in the right way. These Anacondas are just taking ravage of the entire side of Paulique's base. Papa Delta is not very concerned with this left side. He's just moving in for the kill here. He knows that lab defense is falling soon, so he's just going to keep hitting it and take out as much of his electricity as he can. I'm not sure if Papa Delta even knows about this far left expo, or if he's just concerned with this bottom one. But the creatures from Paulique are moving in to try and take out some of these level 5s with his level 2. Oh, he's pulling out the level 3s now. We got, Epo's level 3. I didn't realize Epo was level 3. But we do got the Garden Sputtlefish. Not quite doing work at this time. But it would appear that Paulique has still got his lab defense going. Still got enough electricity to keep it up. Doesn't seem to be building more electricity generation anywhere on the map. And it would appear that he's pretty much conceding at this point. What is the move here? Let's see what these henchmen do. The final hurrah. The final hurrah from Paulique's henchmen. Lab temperature is rising. Almost had a full overheat. He is moving in to the center. He is now moving in to the base. He is doing... Is this a hench rush? Are we seeing a hench rush at 31 minutes into the game? We're seeing a hench rush, baby. And they're all going to die in one tap to these Anacondas. But they are doing a decent amount of damage. Unfortunately, that is the end of that match there.